pastor of a small Lutheran church over in East Berlin with a wonderful congregation. And in that ministry, I get to help people. It's been one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done in my life. And through that, through having deep roots here, I feel like I really know this district. I know the people that live in this district, and I know the issues that all of you face day to day. So we're going to hit on some of them. We have people who are working full-time who will come to me in the congregation almost on a monthly basis, and they can't pay their bills. They have to choose between paying for their rent and their utilities and their medication and their food. And that is not right. We are too wealthy a country for anyone to have to live that way. Folks, I believe that this is a special place. I care deeply about the people that live here, just like you do, and we deserve better leadership in Congress than what we've got right now. Do you agree with me on that? So I launched my campaign last August because as a first-time candidate, folks who are experienced, like Commissioner Pauly said, you need to get out there early. And you need to not only get your name known, but understand what's important to the people. So I've been meeting with people and listening to people and hearing about what matters to you. And what I've learned is that there are three key issues that are essential almost across the board. So almost everyone is affected by one of these three issues. They're not the only issues that matter, but the three ones that we're focused on with our campaign are healthcare, jobs, and education. Healthcare, jobs, and education. We must ensure that we have affordable and accessible health care for all Americans. You know, we pay more for health care than any other nation in the world, and yet our medical outcomes are nowhere near the top. Okay? We've got great doctors, great hospitals, great medical device technology. We can do better, we must do better, and ensure that everyone has affordable and accessible health care. Number two is jobs. We've talked a little bit about the jobs issue. People are working harder than ever to make ends meet. It's not like it was when I was a kid where you could have a single person working full-time that could provide for an entire family. That world is gone. And so we have got to create good jobs, rewarding jobs with wages that you can live off of. And we've got to have programs, both public and private, that will create the skilled workers to fill those jobs. Third issue is education. Education in our nation, more than any other, is the pathway to freedom. It's how you get to have the opportunities that Shivonia and many of you have had, right? And so we need to make sure that we have a foundation of excellent public schools and that we support our teachers and administrators in every single way possible. And we also need to work to decrease the burden, the crippling burden of student debt upon those people who go on for undergraduate and graduate education. So those are our three key issues that our campaign is focused on. Again, they're by no means the only issues. Social security, immigration, the environment, there's a lot of other things we can talk about, but those are things that we, as Democrats, can and must do better on than what's being done by our current representative and by our current government. Now folks, like I said, I am running to defeat Scott Perry in 2018. I'm prepared to go head-to-head with him. I just started a leave of absence from my ministry so that I can do this full-time. I'm all in for those of you who are poker players. Okay? I want to go to D.C., I want to fight for you and for what's right, but I can't do that without you. So the question is, are you ready for change?
Yes.
Are you ready for leaders who will serve you with integrity and compassion?
Absolutely.
Are you ready for a leader who will put principle above partisanship and solutions above rhetoric?
Yeah.
Are you ready for a leader who will work not only within the Democratic Party, but also across the aisle to come up with practical and responsible solutions to the problems that we face in this district and this nation? If you're ready for all that, then I'm your candidate, and this is your call to action. My name is George Scott. I am a Democratic candidate for the 4th Congressional District. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I asked both Stefania and George to prepare some answers to some questions. I wanted to hear from them why they think they're the candidate candidate that can defeat Scott Perry. You know, I think that it's important to remember that 2 years ago in 2016, Scott Perry won 66% of the vote. The Democrat won 33%. He got twice as many. So George, we'll start with you this time. If you can tell us, how are you going to beat Scott Perry?
Thank you, Jenny. So, Scott Perry has enjoyed large victories in his congressional races, and he's done that for basically two key reasons. First is because people respect his military service, as they should. And secondly is because many people believe that he is trying to represent their best interests, and on that, they are mistaken. You know, we have got a political system that has changed a lot in recent years. And it's not all because of President Trump. It's also because of people like Representative Perry who are enabling and supporting the president's policies. And they are policies which are not in the best interest of most voters in this district and not in the best interest of most people in this nation. Scott Perry, for example, represents himself consistently as a deficit hawk. And yet when the tax reform bill came up, he voted for it. And that tax reform bill is going to create another $1.5 trillion in debt for our economy, debt that we cannot afford to take on. And so what is happening is voters are starting to wake up and realize that this person is not representing them, and they are looking for an alternative, and I believe that I am that alternative. And I believe that I can defeat Scott Perry head-to-head in the general election in the fall. And I believe that because of three things. First is my military service record. Like I said, I served 20 years. I did a lot of tough assignments and went to a lot of